If you've been working at getting more comfortable in your deep kneeling or Seiza posture and in your deep squat position, it's time to start playing with transitioning between the two. And in this video, I'm going to show you two simple exercises. Actually, one simple exercise and one, actually they're both pretty complicated exercises. So let's just get started. The first one is just transitioning into your deep squat and then into your deep knee bend. We're going to start in a deep knee bend position and you're going to raise yourself up just as little as necessary, and you're going to tuck your toes, and then you're going to lean back to counterbalance so that you're putting less weight on your knees, and that will allow your knees to raise up. As your knees raise up, you have to straighten yourself out again and you come into the deep knee bend position. From the deep knee bend position, your feet might be a little bit narrow to get comfortably into a deep squat. So you're going to step out and then come down into your deep squat. You're going to move slowly in these transitions so that you're really making sure that you're not skipping through difficult positions or difficult portions. So again, coming up into the deep knee bend, gathering the feet, and then slowly bringing the knees down as you lean the upper body back. So I'm leaning back just inch by inch, just enough to counterbalance the knees so that they don't slam down on the ground. Once they're down, I'm gonna just slide my feet back behind me and sit back down into that Seiza position. So once again from the side, I'm starting in Seiza and I'm just lifting myself just enough to tuck my toes, not too high, and then I'm leaning back in that flex foot kneeling position, just enough so that my knees can come up, and then counterbalancing, bringing my body back to upright position. From here, stepping out with one foot, and then down into a natural deep squat. Coming back up into the deep knee bend, gathering the feet together again, dropping the knees as counterbalance with the upper body. You can reach with the hands a little bit as well, bringing the knees down without slamming them, and then bringing the feet down. The most challenging parts in this is that beginning part, coming up and tucking the toes without actually raising up all the way. So I don't want to come up here and bring the toes back. Way too easy, not really much of a challenge. What I want to do is try and stay really low. How low can you go? Can I stay down here and get my toes tucked? As low as I can go, the better. And then the next difficult part is this counterbalancing. It's challenging because I can't lean too much. If I lean too much, then I'm not gonna have control and I'm gonna fall back. But if I don't lean enough, then when I want to bring my knees up, I gotta use momentum, and then that destabilizes me, but it also takes out the whole purpose of this being a controlled exercise. So what I want to do is focus on my body awareness. I'm leaning back, I'm taking note in how my weight on my knees are feeling, and then once I get to a certain threshold, I can raise the knees, and then it's really about how adaptive I can be in real time in how I reorient the position of my upper body. So from here, coming down to the deep squat is not really much of a challenge if you're good at the deep squat. However, if you keep your feet together, like when you're in that deep knee bend, coming down into a deep squat with the narrow feet is a lot more challenging because your thighs are kind of in the way. When you take a little bit of a step out, your thighs are out of the way, off to the sides a little bit, and you can sit in that deep squat position a little more comfortably. For most people, that's going to be a bit of a necessity for this drill. And the next exercise is going from a deep kneeling position to a deep squat through a jump. A little bit challenging, not for everybody, but if you're up for it and you're comfortable in both of these positions, it's a lot of fun to do it as a challenge and see how comfortable you are with it. And to do it, we're really just trying to focus on swinging the arms to create that moment of weightlessness. And then I take off as my arms swing forward. That helps generate the momentum to get it done. You can go forward. You can also jump back, but be careful with the jump back. Make sure you got a nice pad if you're gonna do it. And make sure you got some good knees if you're gonna do it. Not, again, this whole drill is for fun. It's a good challenge, but it's not really a necessary thing for your mobility. So only if you're up for it, jumping into it. And if you are up for it, you can try a few different progressions for this. One is really engaging the arms, swinging, and then jumping forward like you're doing a broad jump. So I end up moving a little bit forward by the end of my jump. And then next idea would be doing that, but going straight up. So I'm not going forward anymore. I'm just swinging straight up. Again with the arm swing, and then coming straight up, minimizing the amount of forward movement that we're doing. And then the next most challenging thing is how little can I get my arms involved to this? Get ready to experience little micro failures if you're doing this without using the arms. But that's where things get a little more challenging. But the idea is we're getting up really, really fast. But again, that second drill is just for fun. The first drill is a little bit more fundamental when you're trying to break your deep squat and your kneeling position out of being a position and into being more of a movement option.